Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy 4th of July. That's right, today is 4th of July. But this isn't just any old regular 4th of July. This is actually a very special one because it is the 250th anniversary of America. Like 250, I mean that's insane. And because of that, I decided I want to make something very, very special. This is definitely going to be a totally different dessert. I've never made anything like this before. I've seen them loads on the internet and on baking shows, but I've never done one before. So today I'm going to be making a surprise cake, which if you don't know what that is basically a stuffed cake. It's a cake with a hole in the middle that's stuffed with candy. So like I said, I've never done this before. I've always wanted to, so I'm very excited to do this. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So let's do this. So for the cake, I'm going to be making a white cake, which I'm basically going to separate it in 3 bowls and then basically dye 2 of them red and blue. And I've never done a white cake before. Honestly, I don't even remember a time I've had white cake before. You know, I've seen the recipes and they're definitely, the technique's a little different than regular old like vanilla cakes. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it and seeing how it tastes differing from other cakes. So, starting off, I have cake flour. Now I'm gonna combine baking powder, baking soda, and salt. And this is basically the dry ingredients for the cake. So once this is whisked, I'm gonna go ahead and set it to the side and move on to the wet ingredients. So for the wet ingredients, I'm going to combine butter and sugar in the mixer. Now on medium speed, I'm going to cream the sugar and butter together. You might want to cream this together for 2 minutes until it turns light and fluffy. Now I'm going to put the mixer on low. And I'm going to slowly add in egg whites. Slowly. Last but not least. Now I'm going to add in vegetable oil. So I'm going to set this mixer to high and mix for 1 minute until the oil is combined with the rest of the batter. Ooh, buddy. So now that the oil is mixed, I'm now incorporating the dry ingredients. I'm going to set the mixer on low. I'm just going to pour it all in there. And now I'm going to pour in all the buttermilk here. All right, so now the cake batter is looking good, well incorporated. Now I'm going to go ahead and separate them and dye them. So I'll see you all in a bit. So as you can see here, I separated my batters in 3 batches, and now I'm going to start dyeing them. So of course, I'm gonna leave this aside because this is gonna be my white batter. So I'm gonna put this aside. So first I have here my red dye. I'm going to take my toothpick, get in there, and then just pour out my batter. Now I'm going to fold the batter until all the red dye has been combined. So now I have a nice red here. Now I'm going to go to blue. Last and certainly not least, we have blue. So as you can see, I have my cake batter's dye and I pretty much have already prepped my cake pans with nonstick spray and flour. So now I'm going to pour in the batter. I have red. And lastly, we have white. So now my cakes are done and ready. I'm gonna put it in a 350-degree oven and bake them for about 25 to 28 minutes until they're fully done. So, into the oven they'll go. Okay, so it's been a couple of hours later. It is now nighttime and I don't know if you can hear it, but the fireworks are now shooting outside. So, now I'm just gonna get to stacking and building my cake. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead, take my cake. I'm just going to try to take a little bit of the dome off and try to make it as flat as I can. Got my knife here. And like I always do, I'm just going to do a little indent. I'm just going to move the cake, not the knife. This will help with having a consistent, even cut. So once you go all around the cake, you just move the knife. And here, nice. So now here's red. Now we have white. Now you go through the middle. Boop. Here is white. Lastly is blue. So here we go again. Ooh, that's beautiful. Now, of course, when you're doing a stuffed cake, you need to make some holes in some of the cakes. So I have here a ring cutter. So I'm gonna basically make holes in my 2 bottom cakes. So I have blue, so now I'm just gonna get it right in the middle. Then, while moving the ring, I'm going basically, and now I have my hole. Also a little bit here to snack on. Now I'm gonna do my white. Press it down. And just like that, here's my white. Now, of course, with the red, this is gonna be my top layer, so I'm not gonna make a hole in this one. So first off, we have blue, put on the bottom here. So what I have here, this isn't just any traditional buttercream frosting. This is actually a Swiss meringue buttercream, which in my opinion, is the best tasting frosting you can ever have. All right, so now I have my first layer, so now I'm going to add my white, which is my second layer. So I'm gonna add right here. So now that I have my second layer done, this is the time where you start adding your candy inside the cake. So I have here these red, white, and blue M&Ms that I'm gonna put in the middle. So I have a spoon, and I'm just gonna go ahead and fill the middle. So I have my final layer, which is red. I'm gonna turn around since this is a flatter side, and there we go. I'd say this actually looks pretty good. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flatten out the buttercream that's sticking out of this cake right here. Hopefully it will be a nice little cover up. Now for the outside of the cake, I'm gonna do something that I've never done before, ever. I'm gonna do a red, white, and blue ombre on the outside of the cake, which, you know, I've heard a couple of times that it is pretty technical and difficult, but I think I can do it, and I'm gonna give it a shot. So first, I'm gonna start with cutting my blue right here, and now I'm going to pipe the bottom of the cake with my blue. I'm just gonna go ahead, pipe, and then go around, moving the cake pan, making sure it's all one even piping. So now I'm gonna do white next. Almost out of frosting. Hope it's enough. Yep, I just got enough white. Let's throw that away. All right, last but certainly not least, I got red. All right, so this looks good. Now I'm going to pipe the top. So swirl on top. So I'm gonna start by flattening out the top of the cake. Hopefully I can spread it evenly so I can cover up the parts that I don't have enough buttercream. And actually, yeah, it turns out great. All right, it's time for the difficult part, which is the actual ombre. So I have here my bench scraper, and how it basically works is I'm gonna take my bench scraper, touch it on the cake, and I'm just gonna turn it. This is gonna hopefully create a nice blending ombre. Again, never done this before, so we'll see how this goes. Crazy noises outside. Doesn't look too bad, I have to say. A little sloppy, but you can definitely see the colors pretty well. So I'm basically done. I'm just gonna clean up my kitchen a little bit, and I'm going to get the serving and cutting, because the cutting is the big thing. So I'll be right back. All right, so now I have the cake right here. So now I'm gonna cut it, and we'll see how it looks. So here we go. Oh gosh, it's so fluffy. Hoping I can feel the candies. All right, this last piece. And now, here we go. And there we go. Now, how do you like that? All right, so I have to say, you know, I think this cake actually turned out pretty successful. You know, I'll be honest, I didn't think that the cake would be this high. You know, I thought the cakes were just a little bit too thin. But I will say it actually looks perfect. So here, I have the cake here. Now, I'm just gonna give this a try. Oh my gosh. I gotta tell you, once you have Swiss meringue buttercream, you never wanna go back to buttercream frosting. Like really, this is amazing. Ooh. Ooh. I'll be honest, I'm not really a big M&M person, like at all. You know, I'm not really big on candy, but obviously these candies, you know, they were just perfect for this type of cake. And, you know, hey, if anyone loves M&Ms, this is perfect. I mean, look at this. I'm just so proud right now. It's definitely like, I think this is definitely one of my proudest baking moments. Like really, it just looks perfect. I'm gonna do something stupid. So I hope you all enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun baking this. You know, as you know, I do love baking. You know, it's definitely my new #1 passion. And, you know, I'm definitely really proud of how this turned out. So, you know, I do hope you all enjoy it, and I do hope you all enjoy me making this. You know, it's definitely, you know, so far I've been on a roll with my YouTube videos, and you know, once again, I can only go up from here, and all I care about is you guys enjoying them. So once again, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like this video and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I can now bring up more and better ideas, and the fireworks are going crazy right now. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy, and happy 4th of July. And also, also happy 250th birthday, America. Oh my god, that's so stupid. Oh, that's stupid. What was I thinking? So yeah, thank you for watching, everyone.